Hello, hello. Sorry I'm late. I had some work I had to get done tonight, so I apologize for being later than I normally am. But hopefully you guys have a great week. I'm glad it's Friday. It's supposed to be really icy, so we were out salting tonight. So I apologize for being fashionably late. So tonight we are going to cover Black Ice, and something that Case came up with is a little bit of a song battle discussion. So we're going to do that as well. Hello, Tyler. Again, sorry that I'm a little bit later than normally. It's supposed to be really icy out tomorrow night, so we had to get some salt down and stuff like in some some professional areas we had to get salted. So apologize. I'm good, Case. I'm kind of excited for the second part of tonight's stream, which would be the song battle type things, and I'll go over that a little bit more once we cover Black Ice. It's not really what you like better. It's like what you came up with, Case. It's more of two songs. Which one would you rather see go away, and which one would you rather keep, kind of thing. But we'll do that after the Black Ice album rankings. So hopefully everybody has their list made up. But I'll wait to see if I know there's another person that wants to join. Hello, Kevin. How are you? Glad to see you again. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I had some work I had to finish up tonight. I think the other person that was here last week, I'm going to see if they join before we start into anything. But like I said, we're going to cover Black Ice, the album rankings, or the song rankings, and then we're going to go into the song battle type thing. So every week, every stream, if everyone likes it, we're going to have a 25 song battles, and we're going to discuss, they're randomly chosen, so pretty much I numbered every song from 1 to 188, and I pretty much, there's a number randomizer, and whatever number came up versus the next number is the songs that are going to go against each other. And like I said, it's not really which one's better, per se. I don't want you thinking of which is better. It's more of which song would you rather throw away and never hear again, and what song in the comparison would you rather keep over the other? Is how Case came up with the idea, so we're gonna try it out. But if everyone likes it, we'll have 25 matchups every week that we can discuss if everyone seems to like it. But that's the plan for tonight. Is that and the Black Ice song rankings? Yes, Charlie, it is difficult. Case came up with the idea, and we did some randomly the other night, and it was difficult. I mean, some of these comparisons randomly chosen are a little bit easier, I think, to choose than others, and then there's some that are a little bit difficult. But it's all random. So, like I said, I put the numbers in a random generator, and whatever number came up it, versus the next number. So it's complete random. In Case threw a bonus in, we have a 26th one, which is a bonus, which is going to be interesting because he absolutely wants to torture me. But we'll get to that later. Let's see if the other person hops in tonight before we start. But anyway, hopefully everybody is doing well. Hopefully their week is good. I hope everybody will have a great weekend coming up. We'll wait a couple minutes here. Again, apologize for being late. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be going live tonight because I didn't know what the weather was going to be. So luckily it was pretty clear. So I'm glad I can be here. You got a band rehearsal, Case? That's amazing. I know you told me that you were going to try to have a band going, so hopefully it goes well for you. I'm kind of interested to hear how it goes throughout the process. Also, another thing, I don't know if we talked about this last week, but there is now official European dates for the summer. So, Charlie, if you're over there in Spain, hopefully you can hit up Madrid to see them. So that's a good thing. That's exciting. Hello, Kurt. Welcome into the stream. If you're new, I have a stream every Friday. Right now, tonight, we are going to be ranking the Black Ice songs of what we feel is least favorite to favorite. And we normally go one song at a time. So we'll start at number 15. I'll start it off, and then all of you guys can come at your number 15. We'll discuss anything that I want to discuss about, and then we'll move on to the next one. Also, after the Black Ice rankings, we are going to do kind of like a song battle type thing every week. If everyone likes this, we will have 25 songs randomly chosen to go up against each other, and we'll discuss that of which one you would rather keep and which one you would rather never hear again, which is a tough decision. But I think it'll be fun. But I'm glad you're in here. So yeah, if you're new, every Friday, I normally do a stream of some sort of topic. Right now, we're doing album song rankings. We're almost done with that, and then we will do album rankings. And then after that, we'll have to figure out what you guys want to talk about. But we'll wait. Like I said, I'm gonna wait till about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll get started with Black Ice. But hopefully you're good, Kurt. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you had a great week, and hopefully you have a great weekend coming up. No problem. No problem. Guys, it's pretty nice to have some new people in here. I will say. I think finally maybe the streams are starting to become a little bit more popular, which I like. I'd like to have new faces in here and new people. It's great to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Also, we can talk about this before we start. What do you guys think about the four different album covers of Black Ice? Before we get into the songs, what do you guys think about that? I think I have all four versions. I think I have a blue, a yellow, a red. I would have to see if I have the white one or not. I don't remember, but I think I have. I believe I have all four covers. True, Tyler, you are. I'm also curious to see if we have any ties tonight in the song rankings, which I think we might have a few ties. Ballbreaker was by far the best album for ties. We had a good many last week with Stiff Upper Lip as well. So we'll see. And then next week we'll do Rocker Bust and Power Up, which I think Power Up is going to be a very interesting one. Rocker Bust may be also a little interesting. Can't pick a favorite. I know it is. Black Ice was kind of fairly. I mean, I think half the album was pretty easy for me, and then the other half was a little bit more difficult. But we'll see. I'm gonna wait another minute, and then we'll get started. I guess I'll make sure Kurt's back. Um, if Kurt is back, let me know that you're back. And Kevin, if you're still here, let me know that too, so that way I don't start without you two in here, since you guys have already been in the chat. I just want to make sure everyone's here. Power Up will be fun. It will be fun. That was actually pretty difficult because I like the album as a whole. I don't really think there's one bad song on the album. Now, granted, when you have songs that are ranked at dead last, it's not that I don't like them. I just like them the least, if that makes sense. No, not at all. And there could be a discussion about what is considered the weakest, but again, I don't think Power Up has really anything weak compared to some albums that have a couple fillers. Like Black Ice has a couple that are kind of okay-ish. Um, Also, hopefully you guys have been. I was also doing the testing on the polls on the channel for these song battles, just to see if people would actually engage in the polls. But if you guys have been voting on the polls, that's kind of what you're gonna see tonight in the discussions. Like I said, everything was randomized, so some matchups are easier than others. Some of them are a lot difficult. All right, so I think we're gonna start. Even though I do want to make sure Kurt is back. I don't know if he's got a list though, so that may not matter too much. Um, but if he does come back, and if Kevin's still here, if you guys next week, it's Rock or Bust and Power Up. So if you guys want to have those song lists already ranked, so when you come to the stream, we're all ready to go. But I think we're gonna start now. So let's start with Black Ice. Number 15 for me is She Likes Rock and Roll. I can't really say I'm too like into that song. Um, yeah. Okay, Tyler, you agree with me already. Um, yeah, that's right off the bat. Um, Charlie's got Smash and Grab. Case, are you still here? She Likes Rock and Roll. Just, I like the riff. I just don't like it lyrically. It's just, I think they could have left a few of these out. Yeah, I agree with you, Tyler. It was just thrown in there. So I'm gonna write your name beside that. We'll wait to see if Case comes back before we really like go through the list. Um, but yeah, that song to me is just kind of, yeah, it could have done without. Really, Charlie's got Smash and Grab. Ooh, see, no, I know Case. He's not gonna have Train at the end. I'm sure. If someone has Rock and Roll Train at number 15, I think you all have to be thrown out of here. Um, Charlie's got Smash and Grab. I like Smash and Grab a lot more than you do, apparently, Charlie. Um, but hopefully Case comes back. I don't really want to go through this list because Case is really excited about this album. Um, hopefully he comes back. I hope nobody has Rock and Roll Train at 15. I mean, honestly, if someone has Rock and Roll Train out of the top 5, I think there's a problem. But we can wait. Yeah, I want to wait for Case. I just want to make sure he's back because the last time we started, he missed a whole like album. Um, but yeah, it's a good one tie already off the bat, which is great. Yeah, me too, Tyler. And I have a feeling we might have the same 15 and 14. The way my list looks, I would say my number 14 is probably the closest to filler compared to She Likes Rock and Roll. Um, but yeah, we'll just make sure Case comes back before we really get involved. And like I said, if any of you want to stick around after the album rankings, like I said, we're going to have this discussion of the songs. You're okay with Charlie's choice? I don't know if I really am. I mean, I respect your choice. I may not have to agree with your choice, but I respect all of your guys' choices. He's having steak again? Probably. The only thing I would not respect your choice with is if you put anything goes below, like, in the double digits. If you have that way down the list or anything like War Machine, Big Jack, any of those, like, ones they played live, I think I would have a problem. But we'll see how the list goes. Yes, Case is probably. Well, we're good there. I hope. I hope, Tyler. I sure hope. Um. Okay. I guess we might. I guess we could go on to 14. I guess. Um. Maybe. Um. Number 14. I have Decibel or Decibel, however they say it. Brian says Decibel. It sounds like in the song, but I have Decibel at 14. That one and She Likes Rock and Roll could probably just be forgotten. Charlie, please tell me that's a joke. Charlie, please tell me you have War Machine at 14 as a joke. Because that is like a disrespect. Wait, is that true? Like, you really hate War Machine? Yep, okay, we gotta wait for Case now, because he's gonna see that. I mean, it is his choice. I mean, yes, I don't have, I'm not gonna be upset with you, but I might be a little bit upset with you. let's see, Tyler put Rocking All the Way. I mean, I don't hate that choice, but I like it just a touch more than you do. I like it simply like the other 13. Oh, I mean that's fair. I mean I think that's the biggest surprise of the night. I do too, Tyler. I have War Machine a lot higher than 14. Yeah, I'm with you. Hopefully, I don't know where Case went. I don't want to get too far in this album without him. You knew this was gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, when you put a song like that towards the bottom, I mean, think about this. Okay, so people think it's overplayed, right? Wouldn't they think that Black Ice, Rock and Roll Train, Big Jack would all be in the same boat since they were all played pretty much the whole tour? The same with War Machine. I mean, all five of those songs that they played live, I think I would never get tired of hearing, compared to songs like Back in Black that kind of get stale for me. Thunderstruck gets stale, but I don't think I would ever get tired of any of the five that they played on the tour. You've heard War Machine on the radio? That's kind of interesting because the only Black Ice song I've ever heard on the radio. Why is okay? My stream was starting to have a problem. Um, Honestly, the only Black Ice song that I remember hearing on the radio, um, I think I heard Wheels on the radio one time, but I think that's the only Black Ice song I've actually heard on a regular radio station. I don't think I've heard any other ones being played. I'm surprised though. You would think that Rock and Roll Train would be played the most since it probably is like the number one single off of the album over Black Ice. Yeah, alright. So number 13, I have Rocking All the Way, Tyler. Um it's not as bad as Decibel and She Likes Rock and Roll. I actually like the riff in Rocking All the Way a lot. But I have it at 13. Yeah, we just had stuff. Oh, Charlie's Got Skies on Fire at 13. Yeah, okay, Charlie. I think your list is completely like not good. Oh, you're good, Case. So Case, I'll go over my last three. At 15, I also have She Likes Rock and Roll. 14, I have Decibel. And 13, I have Rocking All the Way, which means you, me, and Tyler are all tied for number 15. We're not. Charlie had War Machine at 14, and he has Skies on Fire at 13. I don't remember what he had for 15. He had Smash and Grab at 15. Come on, stream, don't do this to me. I hope the stream doesn't end. Because something is happening. What? Error? If it shuts off for whatever reason, I'll turn it back on. But I hope it doesn't. I don't know why. It says it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't end. Um, you have me at rocking all the way at 13 with question marks. I mean, Tyler had it at 14. So don't get upset with me, Case. I mean, it's not a bad song. It really isn't. Um, okay, I mean, Tyler, should I just end it and restart? Because it's saying something about you guys could experience buffering. I don't know what that's all about. Um, I mean, I kind of. Oh, we're good. We're good now. It went away. Yep, I think we're good. I'm just gonna keep it going. Uh, all right. I mean, it's a decent song. Obviously, at number 13, I like 12 more way above it. Um, but it's just, I think pretty much from 11 to 15 is like the 4 or 5 songs that are like just okay or forgetful. I think from 10 to 1 is pretty much the good songs off the album. Um, yeah, I got 13 rocking all the way. Number 12, I have Rock and Roll Dream. 12, Smash and Grab. You guys hate that song for whatever reason. Way more than I do. Yes, Case. Good, we tied. Charlie's put Decibel. I just couldn't get into that song at all. So, Case, we got 2 ties so far. Tyler and I only have 1. I have a feeling you guys are gonna really got that stiff upper lip vibe. I don't hate it, but it's not one of my faves. Smash and Grab. Yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna hate me with where I have that song, but it's okay. It'll be good. It's like that's the thing. Like with this album, in my opinion, I like pretty much all the riffs of every song. Just some songs lyrically, I don't like as much. Like I don't think I hate one riff on this album. I I I should have probably put it lower than some other. Like I could have put Rocking all the way above Rock and Roll Dream, but it's like, is it me or does like when it goes into the chorus, does the song get like drastically louder? Like when I first heard Rock and Roll Dream, like when it goes into the chorus, I swear it goes up like 5 notches louder. Yeah, great. I know the guitars are playing obviously at that part, but it just seems like the level of the album just went up in volume. Maybe I'm crazy, but when I first listened to it, I remember I had to like turn the volume down just so it would when that chorus part played, it was back to the normal level that the rest of the song was at. It was weird. I really don't know why. Yeah, I mean, I don't seek the song out either. Like Rock and Roll Dream Decibel, She Likes Rock and Roll, Rocking All the Way. I don't like seek out to listen to. But I think pretty much even 11 is pretty in that really good category. I just think the last 4 on this album are kind of just they could have done without. They could have went with the 11 song album for Black Ice, and that would have been fine. But I don't seek out Rock and Roll Dream at all. Number 11, Case is gonna hate me. But 11, I have Wheels. It's a really good song. I think this, from Wheels onward, I think the album really gets good. Tyler, you and I have Wheels. Nice. The more I listen to Wheels, the more and more I start getting the realization this song is actually really good. Wow. Tyler, me, and Charlie all have Wheels at 11. I like it. Charlie, let me write that down. Yeah, Case is gonna probably hate us with Wheels because he's always saying Wheels in the comments, so I'm just going to assume he really likes the song. Case even put a number after it. It's kind of meh. I mean, I can understand. I never was high on Wheels for a long time. I think over the last like 6 months, I really started listening to Wheels again. It's really good. Obviously not as good as the other 10 songs, but like, at least for me. But I think Wheels is a really solid song. Case is spoiling for a fight. I love that riff in that song. So I got Tyler twice, Case tied twice, Charlie once, and then we've only gone through 5 tracks, which is good. I think number 10 to 1, like I said, that's when it really starts getting good. Um, See, I really don't have much to say about the bottom 5. I'll have more in-depth feelings about the rest of the album, I think. Um, Number 10, I have Money Made. Tyler does have Rock and Roll Dream a little bit higher than what I did. Just 2 notches. Case has Skies on Fire. You guys' list, some of you guys have some wild picks. compared to what compared to what I like, you guys are crazy. Charlie's got She Likes Rock and Roll. I mean, I don't think I could have put it higher than 15, to be honest with you. Which one? Skies on Fire? Or you'll be surprised. I have a feeling, Tyler, you'd have Skies on Fire at least in the top 3. I have a feeling. You have that weird like love for certain songs, I think. Not like not in a weird and a bad way. Oh, Money Made. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so let me rephrase that. I think maybe you have Money Made in the top 3 because you do like certain songs. You always throw one of those like really out there tracks in like your top 5. I think for most albums, you have that one song that you like, I think, more than the rest of us. I mean, Money Made is not bad by any stretch. Um, I just have, obviously, there's a way more songs that I prefer over it. It's good. Yeah, we're on number 10 right now, Kevin. So, yeah. Number 10, you have Wheels at 10. I don't hate that. Um, I had it at 11. I thought it's a pretty solid song overall. No, he wasn't. But yeah, I have Money Made at 10. Like I said, it's not bad. I just, obviously, there's just 9 other songs. In case you hate that. So all of us have them too low for you, I assume. It's just hard ranking some of these songs. Because you guys, a lot of songs that guys have at the bottom, good many of them, or a handful of them, I have in single digit rankings. So that's why I have some of these songs towards the bottom. Not that I think they're bad. I just listen to them less than You know, it really is. Are you talking about Money Made, Tyler? Like when I said it's not a bad song? I know I talk a lot, so sometimes I don't remember what you guys are commenting on. Oh, yeah. It really is. I think the rest of this album was hard to like. The top 10 tracks was. I mean, granted, I think 5 or 6 songs were probably 6 to 1 were pretty easy, but I think the 10 to 7 was really difficult. Um, and then I think 11 to 15 was fairly easy for me. But number 9, I have "Spoilin' for a Fight." I really like that song. A lot of you guys don't, um, but I really do. I like the riff in it. I've always liked the song, so I have it at 9. Tyler, see, Tyler, I think in general, Case has warm. You're killing me, Case. You and Charlie have War Machine like way too low, in my opinion. But Tyler, as I was saying, um, you and I seem to like a lot of the similar songs in the rankings for the most part. We tend to be pretty close. Um, Charlie's got Black Ice at 9. Charlie, you must not like anything they played live. All right, yep. This is when I have to tell Kevin to leave as a joke. I'm joking. Um, man, you have that song at 9. That almost like that hurts. I'm joking with you, Kevin. By the way, don't leave. I like to joke around in the comments. But yes, Tyler, that's right. At least he didn't put it below 10 or below. I'll give him that. Um, let me go back to what you guys said. Case had non-war machine. Let me write the Tyler tie down here. I was spoiling. Wait, what did you say? Did we tie? I don't even remember. I'm talking too much. Um, yeah, we did tie, Tyler. Charlie, I know. I mean, you're putting a lot of the ones that played live towards the bottom. So just gotta say that. But Spoiling Fight, it's not bad. I've always liked the song. Yeah, you did put it at 14. You guys. Okay, Case, let me ask you this. What don't you like about War Machine? I'm just curious. Charlie just likes songs with way more than it, which is understandable. Um, I respect that. But what don't you like about War Machine as much, Case? I love the intro to War Machine, by the way. It's really great. Does anyone know who starts the beginning of War Machine? Is that Malcolm or Cliff? Like it sounds really like basish, so I just assumed maybe it was Malcolm or Cliff. I don't know. Cliff. I thought it sounded pretty like basish. It was a little boring. Eh, but yet you put a brain shake at 1, so there's that. I mean, I don't find War Machine boring at all. I really like it. I have it way higher than you and Charlie do. Um, yeah. You'll find out in a handful of numbers. What did Charlie say? Spoiling for a Fight was a must to be played live. That would have been interesting to hear, by the way. That would have been an interesting choice. I think it would have sounded pretty cool. I wonder what goes through their thought process of which songs on the albums that they choose to play live. Like, I wonder what they sit like. Do they pick the most popular ones out of the album? Do they test them and see how they sound live and be like, okay, that one's definitely in, that one's definitely out, type of thing? I don't know. I don't know how they choose what they decide to play off each album. War Machine, Tyler's, it's up there. I'll just say that. Um, Number 8, I feel like you guys are gonna hate me. I have Stormy Mayday at number 8. Oh my gosh. You all are killing me. Black Ice at 8? Oh my god. Your guys' lists are just. Kevin, I don't hate that. I know, I'm just messing with you guys. Um, Man, you guys having Black Ice at 8 is. Ugh. Oh, Charlie. God. You guys are hurting my heart right now. Um, I don't want to say anything because there's some of people in the chat that don't know what songs I really like. But by the end of this list, everyone who doesn't know will know certain songs. Oh, man, you and Kevin are already on my shit list. I'm sure some of you also are going to be on my shit list too. I'm sure Tyler's going to be on that list at some point. A good shit list. I think Case might be the only one that I might be okay with. No, I'm just messing with you guys. It's just fun to joke and have fun in these streams. So, you just wait till we get to those song battle type things. There's one in there that I still haven't decided on. I think I'm pushing limits. You might be, Charlie. You might be. This could easily be easily fourth the other day. I mean, that's fair, I guess. I guess I can understand that. I have no choice but to respect that choice. That's a good individual that I am. But yeah, 8, I have Stormy Mayday. Back to that song. It's not like I really like the song. It's just hard to put it higher than 8. There's a really lot of good songs on the album. I think pretty much, like I said, the top 10 was fairly difficult. But honestly, the top 5 was. Oh, the stream's having a problem again. Don't end. Okay, we're good. I don't know why sometimes some nights the stream just buffers. Whatever, we're still good. Next we can move on to number 7. It seems like we're going through this album pretty quick, but we have a whole other topic to discuss. It's okay. Number 7, I have Smash and Grab. I really like the song. It's always been a favorite of mine. Oh man, my heart is like split into 4 pieces right now. Damn you guys. Highest you could rank it. I mean, I respect your decision. I may not like your decision, but I respect the decision. Would you say it's a great album? It's obvious the 8-year gap the boys had, yeah. Charlie's got Stormy Mayday at 7. Kevin's got Money Made. I like the respect for Money Made. I had it at 10. I probably had a little bit too low. But I like Money Made at 7. What's Case got up his sleeve here for number 7? He's gonna pull something wild out of here. I know he is. So Charlie, let me ask you guys this: do you think "Stormy Mayday" should have been played live? Because I know a lot of people love the song. Do you think it would have worked? Tyler, that's how he would word it. Oh, come on, stream. Don't do this to me. There we go. You don't think it would have worked? I don't know how it would work. It's a great album song. Yeah, I get that. I was just curious what you guys thought. I didn't know if you guys would have thought Stormy Mayday would have worked or not. Yeah, like it comes up saying that no data, and it sometimes comes up as stream could end. I don't know what the hell it does. But we're still good right now. But not to be played live. I mean, that's fair. I just always like to pick your guys' brains and think if it would have worked out or not. All right, cool. I just want to make sure it wasn't me. 'Cause I'm like, I never really have problems, but sometimes it comes up and it keeps like doing that. I don't know. Yeah, my number 7 was Smash and Grab. Case is probably biting off a steak or something off a cow right now. If he has Rock and Roll Train at 7, I may just have to throw him out. There's no reason that song should be any lower than 5. I mean, I could say about a lot of the rest of your guys' songs, but you know, that's your guys' lists. Wait for it. Casey's probably eating a full rare steak because that's how man of a man he claims he is. So he's probably eating full raw right off the cow as it's in the field. I don't know. He can give us his 7 when he comes back. Um, Number 6, I have Skies on Fire. Really good song. That one I think I would have loved to hear live. Um, it's too low, but I just prefer others. Oh boy. Here we go, Tyler. What is it? I love Skies on Fire. Big Jack. Yep. Yep. Oh, man, you guys are all over the place tonight. 6, Money Made. I don't hate it, Charlie. I don't hate it. Kevin's got Spoiling for a Fight at 6. I also don't hate that either. I actually like that. Number 6. I just had it a little bit too low. So Skies on Fire was always a favorite of mine. A lot of you guys have it ranked low. I would have loved to hear that song played live. I think they could have done that one. They might have tried it and decided not to do it. Case has Money Made at 7. There he is. Did you finally eat the steak raw now? Like, did you like just chew the tail off the cow or something? For me, there are 3 number 4 songs that have the same power up vibe. Like from the Old West? Interesting. Interesting, Charlie. I don't think I've ever thought of a song being like from Old West. Case is Rocking All the Way at 6. Wow. See, I told you he'd pull something crazy out. That's what I'm saying, Case. Old West. That kind of feeling. It's like a Western feeling. I just couldn't put it higher than 13. I'm just going to be honest. I guess is what G songs do. You guys are more instrument smart than I am, so I couldn't tell you what song has been played in what chord. Yeah, Case, if you missed it, my number 6 was Skies on Fire. Tyler said it was tough. Yeah, I would imagine it'd be tough to put Big Jack that low. Big Jack. Yeah, that's the song, right? Oh, God. Sometimes I feel like songs magically just change titles in my head or something. Um, so number 5, we'll go to the top 5. This is, I think, the 5 best songs, obviously. Um, Black Ice at number 5. Tyler, I agree with you. I had it at 6. I agree with you completely. Tyler and Kevin tied with Skies on Fire at 5. Case is at Stormy Mayday at 5. I had it at 8. Charlie's got Rock and Roll Dream at 5. That is a wild pick. I'll give it to you. I had Rock and Roll Dream at 12. I haven't tied with anybody since number 9. Tyler, you put that in your tie list that you've been making up. You and Kevin. Kevin, I think that's the first time Kevin tied with somebody, I think. I think this is his first album ranking, I think, as well. He did join in late last week, but I think this is his first list. Case is in disbelief that Charlie's got Rock and Roll Dream at 5. I'm kind of crazy about that as well. And Kevin, don't be afraid to type in the chat and have, yeah, you did. I just can never get into Rock and Roll Dream, honestly. I mean, I have it higher than a couple, which I probably should have put it lower than Rocking All the Way. A close one? Yeah. Because you had it Skies on Fire at 5, I had it 6, I had Black Ice at 5. A lot of you guys had it pretty low. I think you guys had Black Ice, like, down the list. Yeah, Case had it at 8, Tyler had it at 8. Charlie, didn't you have Black? Yeah, Charlie had it at 9. You guys have some insane lists. Number 4, Big Jack. Nothing else to say about Big Jack other than it's great. Perfect choice to play live. And Charlie, I mean, everyone's lists are ranked differently. Your lists can be ranked by that. That's how you like them. Um, I'm sure everyone's lists took something different into account of how they ranked them. Case and Kevin and I tied with Big Jack at 4. I like that. Good pick. Let me write that down. Case / Kevin tied. Cool. Tyler's got so many Mayday. That is pretty high. 4 Rocking All the Way. I don't hate that, Charlie. The more and more I'm thinking about that song, I definitely put it too low. But I have it at 13 now. I can't really change it. Case, you literally just had Rocking All the Way. At 6. I actually had a little bit more ties than I thought I would have. I definitely have a feeling most of you are going to tie for number 1. I have that feeling that there's that one song that you're all going to like the best. Just below top 5. I mean, I didn't even have it in the top 10, but yeah, that's definitely an interesting one. I know I'm not going to tie with at least one person on number 3, and I'm not going to tie with any of you, I'm sure, on number 1. But number 2 might have a tie. We'll see. But yeah, Big Jack's great. Pretty much the rest of the list, I don't really have much in depth to say about it other than they're great. I mean, number 1 I can explain. But number 3 I have War Machine. Really great song. I mean, maybe. But number 3, um, see, I Tyler. But number 3 I got War Machine. Wow, I think all of you are on my short list. Yeah, you got my hopes up for nothing, exactly. Kevin's got Rock and Roll Train at 3. Don't hate that. It's in the top 3 where it deserves to be. Big Jack at 3. Also, don't hate it. I had it at 4. The song live is great. Man, I'm by myself on War Machine at 3. You feel the song kicks ass like Skies on Fire, Money Made. It does. It really is a good song. I just like way more songs above it. Yeah, Charlie, I think all 5 of the songs that they played live were perfect choices. I think all 5 of them. You couldn't have picked, I think, 5 better songs to play live on the tour than they did. Yeah, Charlie thought you had Rock and Roll Train at 7, Case, because you would do something wild like that. I'm not a madman. Well, clearly some of you are madmen. Depending on where you have some of these songs, I just can't comprehend. But maybe I'm the odd one out. And you guys are the ones. Maybe all of you are right and I'm wrong. Number 2, Rock and Roll Train. I mean, this song's amazing. I don't care if it's played in Black Ice, Rocker, Buster, Power Up. This song, every time Rock and Roll Train is played, it is great. Well, Case, then I know what your number 1 is. Kevin's got Warm Case, I'm glad that's your number. That song is at number 1 because people are going to be blown away. Um, let's see, what do we got here? What do we got? Case and I tied Rock and Roll Train at 2. Charlie's got Spoiling for a Fight at 2. Charlie's list is insane. War Machine with Kevin and Tyler at number 2. Charlie's got Spoiling for a Fight. That is another unexpected choice. I think Charlie, again, he ranked his based off of like riffs and stuff. So his lists are way different than mine. And like I said, you guys, the rest of you ranked, I'm sure has many different reasons of why you rank things. That's why I find these rankings fun, because everyone ranks their list on something completely different. That's fair, Charlie. There are songs that I had at number one that I had personal, or in the top five that I had personal connections with and I really liked. For example, you guys all hated "Let's Make It," and I had it at number four in the Razor's Edge ranking. I sometimes I do pull a rabbit out of a hat on you guys, and I think when we get to Rocker Bust and Power Up next Friday, you guys are also going to be in. As long as the weather holds, I should be on time next week. I think. Um, but if it snows and stuff, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to be working. Your top five, you you, you got a bit. I caught you guys off guard. Some of them, yes, Tyler. I will agree with you. Some of them, yes. So I guess we can go to number one. Um, as most of you know, Kevin may not know. Um, my number one track is my favorite DC song out of all of them. It is my personal favorite number one. Nothing's gonna beat it for me. Um, my number one is Anything Goes. Rock and Roll Train, no contest. I figured all of you would have Rock and Roll Train at one. Um, but as all of you know, Anything Goes has a special place in my heart, and it's like I said, my favorite DC song out of all 188 songs. Um, Anything Goes is at number one. Which most of you knew that was going to be it for me because we've talked about our favorite songs and stuff in previous streams. So most of you know that and Satellite Blues are my basically share my number one spot out of every song. But yeah, Train for Tyler, Train for Charlie, Black Ice for Kevin. That's a really interesting choice. I don't hate it at all. I have Black Ice at five, and I already know what Case's number one is. Um, which you guys should know what Case's number one is. I guess we'll wait till he tells us, Tyler. Yes, Case has Wheels at number one. Case has a interesting love with Wheels. It's impossible to argue with that. I mean, it's just a song that I absolutely love. Anything goes. If you guys have known that probably since day one, since we started talking, in streams and stuff. You guys know Anything Goes and Satellite Blues share my number one spot, and it will share my number one spot out of all their songs, probably until the day I hit the dust. It was our number 11. Yeah, it was our number 11. But I know how much Case loves Wheels, and it's a really good song. Um, the more and more I think about it, but it's just not in the top 10 for me compared to the rest of them that I have listed. Just not in the top 10. I was really hoping you'd put Wheels at one, Case. It would definitely make people a little interesting. What is this? That's a snow list. I need to put that up there. Yeah, that's why I like doing these song rankings. Um, which 2 weeks from now I want you. So next week we're going to be doing Rocker Blessed Power Up. The week after that will be the album rankings. So albums as a whole. What albums you guys like least to the best? That stream should be really interesting. Um, because I pretty much rank the albums as in if I were to sit and listen to them from start to finish, how would I like them? And that's how I rank the albums for me when we get to 2 weeks from now. Um, but yeah, interesting list. I love to see everyone's taste in the albums and in the songs. So it's fun. So for anyone who still wants to stick around, we're going to get into a new um, kind of discussion thing that, like I said, I want to test it and see if you guys like it. If you do, we'll continue to do it every week. If you guys want to go with the song battle type things. So basically, like I said, whoever wants to stick around and do this with us, we have 25 matchups. Basically, like I said, I numbered the songs from 1 to 188. Pretty much put the numbers in a randomizer. Whatever two numbers came up were the two songs that were battling with each other. Um, and like I said, one of them you have to throw away forever and never listen to again. The other one you get to keep pretty much in your arsenal of songs. A theoretical arsenal. So if you guys are ready to do that, we'll get into it. Like I said, it was completely random. I tried not to do two songs off the same album. I tried to do two songs off of completely different ones, as much as I could. But if it felt like it would be a good debate, I left it. Um, so Charlie, Case, Tyler, Kevin, if you're all still here and want to go in with this, and like I said, Case gave a bonus after the 25th one that we'll get into, which is still undecisive for me. I'm still looking at it, and I just don't. I mean, it could change from day to day, but we'll get into it. So, the first random one: Sweet Candy versus First Blood. Which one would you guys keep? Which one would you guys throw away? For me, I would keep First Blood and throw away Sweet Candy. So, is First Blood you guys keeping? I just want to make sure, like, yeah, let me know which one you're keeping. That's just gonna be the easiest one. Whatever one you guys are keeping in your list, practically, and the other one, if you never heard it again, would be the one that you would throw out. You're keeping First Blood. I'm with you. Let's see what Charlie says. I agree. Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely get into that album next week. But yeah, Charlie, Sweet Candy versus First Blood. Which one are you keeping forever? Which one are you throwing away and never hearing again? You like Sweet Candy, but you're going for First Blood. And this is what makes it hard because you have to think of like some of these are easier than others just because of how the randomizer came out. But it's really hard to sit and think which song out of the two, like, if you was thrown away and never heard again, would you be okay with throwing which one out? Yeah, type of thing. Um, but for me, it was pretty easy to say that First Blood I would definitely keep. I'm gonna write down too on the list of how many people voted for what. So Tyler, Case, Charlie. I'm giving Case. I gave you credit earlier. Like Case, you did tell me to do song rankings, and you did come up with this idea the one night because we were just bullshitting. Um, Kevin's also keeping First Blood. Okay, so that's pretty much an unanimous decision that all of us would rather never hear Sweet Candy again and keep First Blood. You already did, Captain Wheels. Yeah, I already did, Case, I gave you credit for that way at the beginning. I said Case came up with this idea, so I'm testing it out, and if everyone finds it fun, I plan on doing this every week. I'm hopefully there won't be too many repeats, but as a randomizer, it is what it is. You were probably taking a piss or eating, probably both. You're probably doing both at the same time. But yeah, so all 5 of us have first blood. Number 2, show business versus systems down. I'm keeping systems down. I'm throwing show business out. It's not doing both. Tyler's keeping show business. Okay. Charlie's keeping show business. Case is with me. Yeah, I could throw show business now, and I'd be okay with it. Systems down's pretty good. This is why I'm also doing this list, because it's very interesting to see how you guys differentiate. I butchered that word because I can't talk. It's interesting to see how you guys' tastes are, especially when you're going up against 2 songs. Like I said, some of these are a lot easier just because that's just how the randomizer came out. Other ones are a lot more difficult. Kevin broke tie with show business. Okay. So it's a 3v2. So first blood 1, I'm going to circle that. Show business 1. I'll circle that one. Well, I want to keep these just to look back at them later on. You're going to go make a sandwich? Okay, well, you may miss... Case, your favorite song of Black Ice is at number 3's matchup, which I'm not picking it, unfortunately. I'm sorry. So you might want to come back for that. I'll wait till Case comes back so I can see which one he's got to choose. Case, let me know when you're back, so I know. So when we can go to number 3 then. Take the Cats. Go ahead. Wheels versus... I'm keeping Rosie all day. I got cut off. Wheels versus Rosie. My stream's buffering again. But yeah, Wheels versus Rosie. I'm keeping Rosie all day long. So Case is keeping Wheels. Like I said, some of these are easier, and that's just how the randomizer came out. But I'm keeping Rosie. Charlie's smart, man. Case is keeping Wheels. He was probably the only one who's going to keep Wheels. I know it is. My favorite Bond song is Damnation. I'm going to assume Kevin is also going to pick Rosie, because Case would be the only psycho to pick Wheels over Rosie, but yeah, Kevin's got Rosie, yep. Knew that was coming. That's pretty much a clean sweep. Other than, I don't know what the hell Case is thinking, but whatever. Number 4, Boogeyman versus Flick of the Switch. I'm probably gonna go with Flick of the Switch for me. I think I'm gonna keep that one. It's tough because I really like Boogeyman, but between that and Flick of the Switch, if I had to throw one of them away forever, I probably would have to throw Boogeyman away. Charlie's also got Flick. I like it. No data again. Oh, shit. Come on, stream, work through it. There we go. We're good. Like I said, some of these are easy, some of these are more difficult. I do have one already made up for next week too. Different moods. I know it is. Boogeyman is more of a darker feel. Flick of the Switch feel is just more energetic and like bright, kind of. If songs can have brightness or darkness, Boogeyman just feels deep and dark. Kevin's keeping Boogeyman. I like the different. Kevin's got Boogeyman. I'll write that down. So you're calling Boogeyman. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I ever would have connected that word with Boogeyman. I mean, it does have like a weird, like a, yeah. I mean, I guess I can understand that. Um, Case is making a sandwich, so I guess we'll just continue because we got 25 of these, so I don't want to take too much time. Number 5, Big Jack versus Pants Down. I'm keeping Big Jack. Tyler's got Big Jack. What I might do in this stream, Pants Down, Tyler, or Charlie. Call with your pants down and Big Jack. I should make separate videos for this, and then I can put the matchups in the description, and I can let people comment on them. Yeah, Charlie, you got Big Jack, I think. Yeah, Charlie's got that. You feel better now that you ranked at 6th? Why? Because it goes up against a song like Pants Down? Yeah. You gotta forget, Big Jack is pretty good when it goes up, goes up against some other songs. At least you can give it a win. Yeah. I mean, like I said, some of these are no-brainers. Pants Down. Kevin's going opposite of us because he hates us. So Kevin's going Pants Down. I'm pretty sure Case would also go with Big Jack. I'm just gonna put that down. Number 6, Stand Up versus Rock and Roll Singer. I'm keeping Rock and Roll Singer all day long. I should split this up. Rock and Roll Singer, yeah, Tyler, I like it. Rock and Roll Singer's great. It's the two live versions we have of Rock and Roll Singer, amazing. Case is just gonna have to miss out on the ones he misses out. Kevin's also got Singer. I like it. I like it. The next one is like a given. Stand Up is really catchy. I mean, it is a good track. This is why this is difficult. I would rather keep Rock and Roll Center and never listen to Stand Up anymore if that was the two ones that I had to listen to. Barbella's Club is a really good one. I have that one uploaded if you didn't know. I do have that version of the song already uploaded up. It's actually like my third highest viewed video. on the channel is the Barbellas Club Rock and Roll Singer with like 29,000, I think, something like that. Number 7, this is a given. Rock and Roll Train versus Can't Stand Still. That's just kind of how the randomizer went. I'm pretty sure most of us would pick Train. Yeah. Oh, I don't plan on deleting it, Charlie. Yeah, I never said I was going to delete it. I'm just saying it was one of the most viewed videos on the channel. Yeah, some of the randomizers gave us pretty easy matchups. Charlie, Rock and Roll Train versus Can't Stand Still. Now, Stand Still is a really good song on its own, but up against Rock and Roll Train, it's not even a question. Rock and Roll Train staying forever. Like, if I never heard Rock and Roll Train again, I'd be, like, hurt. Yeah, I figured that. No, I know it's no contest, but that's just how the randomizer worked out. Okay, I know Case would definitely listen to Train more. Number 8, Cover You in Oil versus Brain Shake. I'm keeping Oil all day long. Cover You in Oil is staying for me. Brain Shake can leave. I ain't even worried about it. I know Case loves Brain Shake. Tyler's got Oil. Good. That sounded weird, but I didn't mean it to sound weird. Charlie's got Cover You in Oil. I know Case might pick Brain Shake. Oh, I don't know where the hell he's at. It doesn't take that long to make a sandwich, does it? Oh, there he is. Brain Shake Case, right? Yep. I knew that was coming. Kevin is in Brain Shake with you, Case. So it's a 3v2. Here's an interesting battle. Smash and Grab versus Love at First Feel. I think I'm keeping Smash and Grab. Tyler. I feel like is a Bond era fan a lot. I think he'd like a lot of Bond songs. So Tyler's going opposite of me. Case is going opposite of me. Charlie's. Am I going to be the lone soldier here on Smash and Grab? Yep, I am the lone soldier. Okay, I am by myself on Smash and Grab, and there's nothing wrong with that, Tyler. I'm just saying. Um, so yeah, that one's done. Number 10, we got Rocking All the Way versus TNT. I mean, you gotta keep TNT, right? I know it's overplayed, but you gotta keep TNT. Yeah, I mean, some of these, like I said, I can't help anything. Whatever the randomizer chooses, I put down. Um, Kevin, Charlie, I'm sure Case, I'm assuming, would also pick TNT. Um, then the next one's a little bit difficult for Case. No, yeah, it's random, so it's like I said, some of these are easy, some of these are more difficult. Next week, I think I have a really good list for next week. I think next week's list is pretty tough. Now there are some repeats like song-wise, maybe not matchup-wise, but whatever it lands on, it lands on. So it is what it is. Um, Imagine kicking out TNT for I don't know. Case would do some. As I just was talking about the devil, here he is saying "Rocking All the Way." Case is a lone soldier. Just as you were saying, Tyler. I mean, Charlie. As soon as I was saying Case's name, he pops in and says "Rocking All the Way." You weren't a madman, right? Charlie, he is a madman. I mean, yes, TNT's overplayed, but I would definitely keep it over Rocking All the Way. Here you go, Case. Number 11. Shake a Leg versus Hard as a Rock. I'm keeping Hard as a Rock all day. Every day. Case, I know how much you like Shake a Leg, but it's going up versus Hard as a Rock. Which one would you never want to hear again? Which one are you keeping? Yeah, exactly, Tyler. No contest. Hard as a Rock staying. Yeah. Tyler, Charlie. Case might have to think about this one. Case must be really stewing. It was his number one. Yes, it was. Man, Case must be really stewing on this one. Kevin, good choice. It is. Hard as a Rock is amazing. I wish I did see a thing where I don't know if you guys follow ACDC Images on Instagram or not, if you guys even have Instagram, but he was putting some of the follower questions up on his thing, and it said one person asked if they would bring anything back for Ball Breaker, and he said possibly they could bring Hard as a Rock back to kick out Stiff Upper Lip. I'm like, as much as I would love to hear Hard as a Rock, don't kick out Stiff Upper Lip. Like, don't do that. Maybe kick out Sin City in that Hard as a Rock, but don't kick Stiff out. Case, what is your choice, dude? Shake a Leg or Hard as a Rock? I hope we can come back to that when she gives the answer. Number 12, Mean Streak versus Meltdown. Yeah, but Tyler, when I go to the show in May, I really would love to hear Stiff with my own ears. That's the only problem. Meltdown, yeah, I'm with you, Tyler. Meltdown's beating Mean Streak. That makes sense, yeah. Kevin's going Meltdown as well. I also like that move, or like that pick. Whatever. Case, you're just gonna have to miss him. 13. Let Me Put My Love Into You versus Livewire. I'm keeping Livewire. Yeah, Case is outvoted anyway, so it don't matter. The whole goal of these matchups is to really kind of just play with them, go with them. I don't really want to take too much time with them because I feel like there's no point in dragging these out. Charlie's going Livewire as well. Yes, Livewire's definitely beating it. I'd like the song too, Tyler, but I think I'd just rather keep Livewire. Livewire is probably my second favorite Bond song, right behind Damnation. It is. It's more of a classic. Yes, I agree with you, Tyler. I'll give Kevin a second. It is more underrated. I will agree with you with that, but Livewire is just more classic. It's more underrated. You think Livewire is more underrated than Damnation? I don't know. I mean, granted, both those songs really haven't been played live a whole lot outside of the 70s. I mean, Damnation was only played a couple times with Brian. In Livewire, he only sang twice, only one known recording. That's true. Yeah. We'll just keep moving on. 14. Love Hungry Man versus Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be. I'm keeping Bad Place to Be. There was one I did. How do you know this list? This is a completely different list than what I'm putting on the polls. Tyler, Charlie, cool. Yeah, because I'm making different lists so there's no, like... That way you guys weren't, like, already voting on this list because I was wanting to do this completely as a test. Kevin's taking Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be as well. Well, yeah, this is a completely different list than the ones I'm doing on the polls. The poll I'm just doing to see how the community shares, since not everybody joins the live streams. I'm just testing it out in February to see if people actually interact with the polls. And if you guys enjoy this little bit of a fun thing in the streams, I'm going to continue to do it because I know I like doing it. So, yeah, okay. So if Casey even picked Love Hungry Man, he would get outvoted anyway. Here's a good one. Number 15, Tyler, you just had the song on a poll I just did. Next, yeah, I don't vote on the polls because I don't want to influence anything one way or the other, but I would probably pick Money Talks over Next to the Moon as well. Because also think about this. If you pick a song, like for example, Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be, you can keep any live versions of that song that you want in this theoretical scenario that you had to throw one out or the other. So that's what also makes me pick certain songs is I have endless versions of Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be that I can listen to. Compared to Love Hungry Man, you only have the studio song. You know what I mean? Number 15, Love Song versus Goodbye and Good Riddance. I'm keeping Goodbye. I'm throwing Love Song out. Tyler, I know you're probably going to pick Love Song, aren't you? No, Tyler, it's not crazy. I know you like Love Song. I am throwing that song out over Goodbye and Good Riddance. I think I'd rather listen to that song forever and never hear Love Song again. Charlie, you at Love Song too? That's fair. Just like how I like Let's Make It, and I don't know why. I just do. But yeah, that's another thing of how I go into picking the songs. Like, you have, like, any song you pick that has live versions, you can keep all of the live versions of that song that you want. But the only problem is if you pick a studio song that's only been played in the studio, Then you only get one version of it. Tyler, at least with Love Song, you have like a couple live intro versions that you can listen to, even though it's not the whole song, compared to Goodbye, that only has the studio track. Like for you, Tyler, like it's rare that a Brian song will beat a Bond song for you. Interesting. Interesting you say that because the next three matchups are Brian versus Bond. So I'm interested to see that. It depends. Well, how it depends on this one. Number 16, the Jack versus Put the Finger on You. I'm keeping Put the Finger on You over the Jack. See, Tyler, it is tough, isn't it? Some of these are tough. Charlie's going with the Jack. I know, I mean, you have pretty much the Jack from 75 to 2015. So it is tough. But for me, I'm still going with Put the Finger on You. Tyler's going with me. I like that. I persuade him away from the Bond song. I just think the Jack was just stale after a while. That's like, yeah, there's endless versions that you can listen to. I just get tired of it. And Put the Finger on You wasn't played a whole lot. I don't know. I just wait a couple seconds, and if Case or whoever doesn't vote, I'm just gonna move on, because the goal with this is just to have a quick fun, not really stew and stretch it out. Yeah, enough time for you guys to put comments in, but I don't want these battle lists to drag on, you know. What's Oaksy? I knew you were trying to say okay. You had to say Oaksy. Number 17, War Machine versus Girls Got Rhythm. I'm keeping War Machine. Even though Brian's version of Girls Got Rhythm in '96 was good, but I think I'm still keeping War Machine. Tyler and Charlie are going Rhythm. I do too. Like, the song's great. Like, this is why some of these matchups are difficult. Um, I think Brian's version is a little bit better than Bond's version, but that's just me. I'm crazy. Call me crazy. I don't really care. Um, yeah, War Machine, I just like better. It's a tough decision. It is a classic, Tyler. It really is. 18. We got Noise Pollution versus Damnation. Case is back. Case is going with Rhythm. But yeah, number 18 is Noise Pollution versus Damnation. I think I'm going to keep Damnation. Tyler's with me. This is a tough one, Charlie. Charlie's going with Damnation. Now, Rock and Roll Noise Pollution is really good. You got some nice versions in 2000, 2001. You got 96. You pretty much got all the 80s. But I don't know, something about that song with Damnation. Bon and Brian did them both great, so I kind of have to keep it. So, Case, yeah, you're going with Damnation as well. You'd be fine with letting Noise Pollution go. That's how I'm thinking. Like, if I couldn't listen to one of these ever again, I gotta keep Damnation because it's my favorite Bond song. You know. Here's one that I could probably get under some people's feathers with. 19. Play Ball versus Go Zone. Case, I know that you and I both had Go Zone at number 1, but I'm keeping Play Ball. I like Play Ball more. If they were up against each other, I'm keeping Play Ball. No questions asked. I know, Case. You are going Go Zone. I'm sorry. I'm going Play Ball, Case. I know. Charlie's going with me. Tyler's going with me. Don't get me wrong. I love Go Zone. I do. It was ranked number 1 on Blow Up Your Video. But if it's going up against Play Ball, I just love the whole feel of Play Ball. Now, if Go Zone was against something else, I might have picked Go Zone. But it's not. Play Ball, when we get to Rocker Bus, I love Play Ball. And think about it, I only have 3 versions of Go Zone I can listen to. The 2 live versions and the studio. Play Ball, I have tons of 2015 shows I can listen to. Like, that, I mean, that's just how it felt, Case. Y'all need to get tested. Got no taste. Sure. Number 20. Play Ball is another G song. Charlie, that's why you like it. 20. Ain't Got a Hold on Me versus Carry Me Home. I think I'm keeping Carry Me Home. Case is upset about Go Zone being beat by Play Ball. What I should do is have all these different matchups, all the songs I should have in a comparison, and then each one who wins, it gets bracketed down again, and get bracketed down again, and get bracketed down again to see who likes. We should do that at some point as like an actual song battle, not the ones you would throw out. But how would you guys like to do like a song battle sometime? Just like all the songs are up against another one randomly, and then we go down to see what is the best voted song. We should do that. I need to do that. I need to make that list. That could be a couple stream ideas that we could do. But I gotta make that whole list. Yeah, we can do that. That's gonna take me a lot of time to randomize them all, but we can do it. I might work on that tonight, Case. If you wanna just chat, we can do that. But I figured I'd try this first to see if you guys like to do it. Obviously this is a completely different idea. But if you guys want to do that, I can make a whole list and we can just narrow it down then. But anyway, if you had to throw one out, would you keep Carry Me Home or would you keep Ain't Got a Hold? Tyler's with me at Carry Me Home. Case is with me. Carry Me Home is an interesting song. I spelled carry wrong on the paper. Nice. 3-1. Did Charlie pick? Oh, Charlie did pick Get a Hold on Me. Interesting. It's fair, yeah. 21. Here's a good one. Riff Raff versus Touch Too Much. I'm keeping Riff Raff. Now, okay, so I spelled carry with one R. I put C-A-R-Y. Like an idiot. I typed it too quick. I must have missed an R. I'm keeping Riff Raff. Same, Charlie. Tyler's keeping Riff Raff. I thought maybe a little bit better. Riff Raff Zero Comp. Okay, we're all in Riff Raff. Also, Case, if you want to just talk tonight in the Discord or something, I can come up with this list that we can do. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but it's gonna be completely random. So 188. What even is that? How many matches are we gonna have? I don't even know if it's gonna be an even matchup. So yeah, we're gonna have 94 matchups. All right, cool. So we're all in Riff Raff. Here's two Stiff Upper Lip songs: House of Jazz or Can't Stop Rock and Roll. Yeah, Riff Raff is amazing. Um, I'm keeping Can't Stop Rock and Roll over House of Jazz. I'm gonna try not to have songs like on the same album against each other, but this seemed like a pretty even battle, so I kept it. Charlie's going with House of Jazz. No, Case, you have to pick one. There's no option to never listen. You have to pick one or the other to throw out. And when we go through the whole list, then you can choose whichever song you like better in general. There's no throwing out in that scenario. But this scenario, you have to choose one or the other. Tyler's going jazz. Also, I appreciate you guys coming in tonight and appreciate you not being upset that I was late. I had to finish some work up. So we got four more matchups in once Case tells me his choice. In Case, before we get into the Discord and bullshit, I gotta eat dinner. Which I don't know what that's gonna be yet, but at 9 o'clock at night. Sounds fitting. Well, it's either gonna be a tie or Jazz is gonna win, so whatever. 23. Rock and Roll Dream versus Ball Breaker. I'm keeping Ball Breaker. Yeah, you shouldn't be, Tyler. You should be good. I'm keeping Can't Stop, though. Tyler's got Ball Breaker. It's easy decision. You say Dream? Yes, Charlie. Rock and Roll Dream versus Ball Breaker. Which one would you never rather listen to again? Which one are you keeping? I can't get rid of Ball Breaker. I gotta keep that in my forever listen list. Easy as pie. You're right, Tyler. It is. Ball Breaker, yep. In cases with Ball Breaker. So that's a clean sweep for that one. 24. Sin City versus COD. This is a tough one for me. Yeah, so far, Case wanted to really make me crazy on the bonus, but Sin City versus COD. I know, I haven't even made my decision yet, Charlie. I'm trying to think. Sin City, you got tons of live versions. COD, you only have like a handful. I think I'm gonna have to go with Sin City as well. It's tough for me to say that, but I think I'm going with Sin City. I know COD is great, but I think I gotta keep Sin City. Yeah, that one was a tough one for all of us. 25, we got two more, and then you guys can freely go do what you want. 25 is Give Me a Bullet versus Stormy Mayday. I'm keeping Give Me a Bullet. Tyler's up with Bullet. Charlie's with Bullet. Well, that means Story Mayday is going to get eliminated well, hypothetically, eliminated regardless what Case chooses. But yeah, tonight I'm going to make that list of all of the song battles. Case picks Stormy Mayday. Okay. And then after the album rankings, we can start the song thing. Okay, so we got one more. It's a bonus. Case wanted to torture me. And it's Satellite Blues versus Anything Goes. And I still don't know what oh, God. Case wanted to torture me with this one. This could change week to week for me, which one is above the other. But Case likes to make things difficult. Because he knows how much I love both of them. As it sits right now, if I had to throw one of these away forever, oh my god, this is... Obviously this isn't true, so it doesn't really... this is a made-up situation. I'm having trouble thinking about it now. But I think as it sits right now, I think I'm keeping Satellite Blues at least today. There's no option I can keep both. Of course there isn't. But tomorrow it might change. But I think today I'm keeping Satellite Blues. I think. Tomorrow it could be Anything Goes. I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of Satellite Blues recently, so maybe that's why I have it picked, because I've been listening to it a lot over Anything Goes recently. But I think I'm keeping Satellite Blues tonight. Tomorrow it could be Anything Goes, but for me it is Satellite Blues. Charlie, which one are you picking? Case, which one are you picking? Tyler and I are on Blues. As hard as... Oh, God, it's still difficult to think about. These are my two favorite songs of all time, and I have to throw one away, which is ridiculous. But, anyway. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. Easy pick for you. Yeah, because you don't like it as much, Tyler. This is almost like putting a pet down. I have to choose which one I gotta get rid of. Or it's like trying to, do I cut an arm or a leg off type thing. It's like, I know, but anyway, this is hypothetical, so it doesn't matter. I'm never gonna have to throw one of those ever for real. But I have way more live versions of Anything Goes than I do Satellite Blues. But I think the reason I picked Blues today is because I almost lost all of those shows. And it scared me, because I love that song so much. But anyway, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream tonight. I'm going to make the song battle list for after... So 3 weeks from now, we'll start that. Next week, be here, hopefully. I should be on time next Friday. For Rocker Bus Power Up rankings. The week after that, so the 21st of February, we will do album rankings. So we're going to rank all 18 albums. Also, don't forget, I'm including 74 Jailbreak into it. I'm not counting Australian. I'm just counting straight international stuff. Flip a coin? Alright, I gotta get a coin here first. Let me just flip a coin. You guys make Blues heads or tails. You make Anything Goes the other way. Let me get my coin right here. Who wins? You tell me what's heads and what's tails. And I'll flip this coin. Whatever it lands on, that's what wins. I hope this is not a matchup. I hope this is not a matchup in the song voting thing. I hope Anything Goes and Satellite Blues go up against something different, because they're going to win for me regardless, but it doesn't matter, because if you guys don't vote for it, then it still doesn't win. What do you got? Satellite Blues heads, Anything Goes is tails. Alright, let's see what happens. It is tails. So Anything Goes wins that matchup, which I'm not upset at. But like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. Next week is going to be Rock or Bust Power Up. The week after that is going to be album rankings, so all 18 studio albums, international, including 74 Jailbreak, will be there. And then the week after the 21st, which would be the 28th, which would be the last day of February, we will start the song battles to see what is voted out of all, at least 4 of us, hypothetically, the best song, which it's not going to be right, because I know Satellite Blues and Anything Goes is not going to make it to the end, because you guys are going to outvote it, I'm sure. So that's that. I think that's the plan for the next 3 streams. Next week, Rock or Bust Power Up. The week after that, all album rankings. We're going to rank albums from 18 to 1. And then after that, I think we're going to start narrowing it down with songs, see who gets the most votes. I'm going to write down how many votes it got. We're going to go with that. So, with that being said, I'm going to head out of here, get some dinner tonight, and then Case and I are going to bullshit while I make the song list. So hopefully, Charlie, Tyler, Case, thanks again. I appreciate you. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the channel as well. I'm uploading the Dublin show in 96, which I haven't seen a whole lot of, other than a few pro shots of it. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that. I have a couple other shows ready to go after that. But hopefully you guys have a good weekend. Have a good week next week. If the weather's bad at all, wherever you're at, be safe. I know it's winter. So if you got snow and ice, stay safe out there. Be careful. And I'll see you guys next Friday. On Valentine's Day, we'll go over that. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next week, hopefully around 6:37. If anything changes, obviously I'll let all of you know. But I'll see you guys next week.